WWE has tried several ways to adjust its programming, but one thing that has not changed is the monthly pay-per-view schedule. In what has become an annual tradition, the final PPV of 2020 will be tables, ladders, and chairs on Sunday. The company already delivered a memorable show in December with NXT TakeOver War Games, so TLC has a lot to live up to in terms of excitement and surprises. As of the end of Monday's Raw, 6 matches have been confirmed for TLC. Let's take a look at every match, and make some predictions based on how each storyline has played out.
The New Day vs. the Hurt Business. The New Day have beaten the Hurt Business a few times, but it seems Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander have found their weaknesses in recent weeks. They haven't had much competition on the red brand, but the Hurt Business is looking to add more gold to its arsenal to complement Bobby Lashley's United States Championship. Prediction: the Hurt Business wins the tag titles. Sasha Banks vs. Carmella. Sasha Banks defeated Bayley to win the SmackDown Women's title at Hell in a Cell on October 25th and successfully defended it for the first time ever, but she hasn't had any time to rest. Carmella made it clear she wanted a title shot while the boss was still feuding with her former best friend, so Banks has had a target on her back since her first day as champion. While the Princess of Staten Island has been good since her return last month, it's not the right time for Banks to lose the title. WWE needs to keep her strong and continue pushing her as the top woman on the blue brand. Prediction: Banks wins. Nia Jax and SHAYNABAZLER vs. LANA and ASUKA. The women's tag title bout is in a weird situation. Until Monday, it was supposed to be LANA and ASUKA challenging Nia Jax and SHAYNABAZLER for the belts. But the Ravishing Russian was supposedly injured during Raw, so the Empress of Tomorrow will now have a mystery partner for TLC instead. Whoever that is will determine how this match plays out. If it ends up being LANA after all, there's a good chance she and ASUKA will win the belts based on her recent booking. There is one possibility that would lead to a title change: the return of Charlotte Flair. If the Queen teams up with the Empress, it's hard to imagine anyone being able to beat them. Prediction: if ASUKA teams with LANA or Charlotte, she wins. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt vs. Randy Orton. There is no more personal feud in WWE right now than the one between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. The Viper is so obsessed that he even tried to kill his rival on Monday's Raw by locking him in the crate and setting it on fire. These two have been fighting on and off for years, but it's impossible to tell who the bad guy is in all of this because they have both done such awful things to each other. Bringing in Alexa Bliss has kept the storyline fresh, but her involvement has been minimal. This has all been about Orton and Wyatt trying to take each other out for good. Prediction: the Fiend wins. McIntyre vs. Styles. The WWE Championship will be decided in a TLC match when Drew McIntyre defends the title against Styles in what is sure to be a wild encounter. On paper, the Phenomenal One has a slight edge going into Sunday. He has more experience in TLC matches, has won more world titles, and has Omos by his side to give him an unfair advantage. There is also Sheamus to think about. We have seen him help McIntyre on more than one occasion, but with the way WWE has been booking the Celtic Warrior lately, it feels like he might be about to turn on his friend. It's possible they will have a feud for the WWE title down the line, but if he helps Styles win on Sunday, it would make his feud with the Scot far more personal. While the storyline would be great, if Sheamus interfered to cost his buddy the win, the odds seem slim. McIntyre is walking out of TLC with the title and will likely hold it until WrestleMania 37. Prediction: McIntyre retains. Roman Reigns vs. Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns has been ruling over SmackDown with an iron fist, but there's one man who has stood unafraid: Kevin Owens. The Prize fighter has beaten some of the biggest and baddest superstars WWE has to offer, so defeating the Tribal Chief isn't out of the realm of possibility for him. However, this isn't going to be the end of the Universal Champion's reign. He is going to defeat Owens, retain the title and make his cousin, Jey Uso, teach Ko a lesson in respect. Having Uso by his side gives Reigns an even bigger advantage than he would have in a normal bout, so the odds are stacked against Owens. He will be a champion again one day, but it's not going to be at TLC. Even if the Tribal Chief loses by disqualification, he will still be at the head of the table. Prediction: Reigns retains. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Pro Wrestling Extra for daily wrestling videos.